No. So, just doing some runs here of the Lantern Festival and just putting in time with this fully maxed out Lykan Hypersport. And yeah, if this is one of our first videos that you've seen, please feel free to leave a like, share, and sub on this. I'm also going to add on the weekly run video at the end of this for the Shanghai course that's running for another day, just at the end of this video. But yeah, this Lykan Hypersport is an awesome car. And like one of my favorites that I'm always banging on about, but it really makes use of this gasless drift and loads of places in this course. You'll do a whole lot better with this car if you make use out of it. So like pretty much all the times that you see drifting in this, with one or two exceptions, are like without the accelerator being held. Here, say for example, is a big one. It's like just release the accelerator completely and just try and straighten the car up before you go into the Shockwave Nitro. Well, yeah, everyone has the same car as a default. There's a few different ways of taking this. I take this with tight corner and try and regain the speed, but keep enough nitro so that you can throw the car into the air and just like get a bit of a 360 off the ground and just standard boost the entire way through here and up on one of these ramps, just using the imperfect. Just use the imperfect whenever it's off the ground. Well, like, yeah, it is one of those cars where there's quite a lot to kind of get out of this one, because it's a really, really powerful car with an insanely high top speed. So I'm always saying when it comes to people talking about the Centenario and the FXK, just like this car is so much better than both of those in my opinion. So drift here onto the inside ramp, and you have to thread the needle here with gasless drift and then shockwave through. Missed the nitro bottles there, which kind of sucks, but yay. It's more important to just make sure you get that tread right through that S shape in the buildings. You can go through there nearly 230 miles an hour. And shockwave towards your finish. Hey! That's a 149. And yeah, just like, I can't really explain how much I think that car is so much better than the other free S-Rank offerings. I know, like, we have it here completely maxed out. I don't even have that yet. I'm still missing a couple of the Epic import parts for it. But it's such a like really capable machine. Like, that top speed in this car for something that's free and just like really kind of understated in my opinion. It's definitely one that's like, it shouldn't be ignored, and getting a chance to get access to it here with 6 stars and with all the trimmings on it, you should definitely make use of it, because just how this car handles like being thrown around corners and kind of being a bit abused in places, like being thrown into the air there, it just doesn't make any difference to it because of that, like, this car's high acceleration and incredible nitro stat. Like, you can nearly live in a nitro state all the time, even though it's an S-Class car with a top speed of like 260 miles an hour in some of those nitro states. So yeah, it's definitely one that, like, it really is a really cool car. And definitely, if you had the option of going for any S-Class car of the FXK, Centenario, or that, given the fact that they're all three of them are available and free, it's just definitely, I would always be kind of gunning for the Lykan. And you can see there just straight down the middle and missing the nitro containers, but still far more important to get the actual straight through the middle than it is the nitro containers. And just be careful as well when you're coming out of that tunnel, just to make sure and have a nitro state for going over. There's like 2 small patches of footpath. 126, that's not too bad. I think the top 1% in this is about actually 400 plus racers. So, like, yeah, there's definitely quite a lot of leeway to be had with this one. And yeah, the rewards aren't great, but still, like, hey, fellow YouTuber HS Mark, Seb Kuchinta, Ghost, can't even try and pronounce that, and 3G, good job with the times. But yeah, like, it's definitely one where I absolutely love this car, and I think that, like, since it's only one ticket to do it, and it's, a fairly harmless fast run, I definitely think people should get a bit of practice in with that car, because I think there's so much better potential with that Lykan than either the FXK or the Centenario. Because, like, say, yeah, it has like the top speed and acceleration. Its handling isn't amazing, but the nitro stat and the acceleration kind of make up for that quite a bit. Like, you see it there, just how I kind of throw it around some of those corners. And as long as you're using the gasless or open drifting, you can definitely like make quite a lot of use out of that car. And, you know, it's a really pretty car as well to boot. It's like an awesome little compact design. But I did say it anyway as well. So like, I'm gonna include just the run from the weekly competition at this on the end of this video. And yeah, just if anyone wants to see my route for that. The one thing I'd say about that weekly competition now is like, almost everybody has that AMG at gold. At least like, you'll find probably the top 10% of players definitely will that's in that. And it can be quite difficult to see it, because like my run of that is just a case of, it's pretty much the same run I think I've done with commentary before in this channel. The only difference is now, like, I'm making use of pretty much all the driving skill that you've got. Like, it was meant to be changed quite a while ago to bring in different cars and stuff every week, as far as I know anyway. But yeah, they've just left it with those same D-class cars over and over and over again. So now it's just a case of like people getting the absolute most out of the golden AMG. But like I said, I've included my run, you can see it, and you can try and watch out for, yeah, when it's like open drifting around corners and such like that. Like, the thing is, I hope you see the fact that like, you need to pretty much use all the kind of tricks that are available to you to get as much out of that car as possible. And the kind of bad thing about it is that weekly competition costs 3 tickets. So obviously it's going to cost you from doing runs like the Beast or the Tryon Nemesis or any of the other runs where you might get blueprints. So for newer players, I would advise maybe just spending time on like the car hunt for the Maserati or any of the other events basically, which can reward you with blueprints. Those will do you better than just the extra 5 or 10 tokens that you might get by pushing up, like say from the 20% to the 10%. You should always make sure to put a time into that weekly competition, but just don't burn yourself out and don't burn out your tickets. I would say here's the sub button, but it's not. Don't, because yeah, that'll be at the end of the video. But if this is the first one of my videos you've seen or you haven't subbed to this channel, I think I'm just on about the 1K mark, but feel free to give a sub down below, leave a like, and yeah, if you have any comments at all, asking questions, guys, feel free to do so down below. Really appreciate any involvement, and yeah, drive safe.